Hello, Shabbat Shalom. We are today in the Parashat Vayelech. Okay, in this parasha, Moses separates and he tells the people that he is 120 years old, cannot go anymore and pass the leadership to Joshua. So the first part of the parasha is strengthening for Joshua. Be strong, chazak ve'ematz, because God will never leave you, never forsake you. Then he is telling about the Torah. He writes the Torah and give it to the priest and the elders. Then he speaks about all the 7 years, every 7 years to stop the harvest and give the land to rest and all of that. He is warning also that if they go to another god, they will be punished. And of course, the climax is that Moses gives the book of the Torah to the people of Israel. I mean, he is writing the book of the law. Okay? So we see here that leadership change. We see that the responsibility, he give more delegate responsibility not only to Joshua but others, and he personal strength them, be courage. Okay? But what I want to mention today, it's a little about the Torah, because this is the climax of Judaism, the Pentateuch. The Torah, we have to understand that will never save us, because people were considered righteous before the giving of the law, like Abraham, that was righteous because his faithfulness and faith in God, and also Noach was considered righteous before the giving of the law, and also after the giving of the law. Okay? So the Torah was not given to us in order to save us. It was given to us for other things. We were people, we were slaves in Egypt, and we had to have a frame and an order, and God gave some order. Another thing that God wanted to show his character: merciful, lovable, just. Okay? How to deal with the orphan, how to deal with the poor people, etc. To show the people also that they need to obey the laws. Okay? Obedience for God is something very, very important till today. We need to obey. It's not only to know the law, it's not only to understand the law, but especially to obey. Okay? The Torah was given to the people of Israel also to distinguish between them and the Gentiles. Okay? God chose by grace a nation, made them holy, separate them for his purpose, to show the glory of God to all nations. Okay? Also, through the Torah, they could understand what they are, what is the sacrifice. For sin, have to share blood. Someone have to give his life. It was an animal on the tabernacle or the temple. Okay? So the people of Israel, they understood that they need to sacrifice something in order to be forgiven from sin. And when they saw the animal killed on the altar, they understood it could be me. Okay? But today we have Yeshua that gave for himself an eternal sacrifice for us. So the law shows us practically that we cannot save ourselves. We cannot fulfill the law. There are not only 10 commandments, there are 613 commandments. We cannot fulfill, because God says in the New Testament, if you don't obey one of these commandments, you will be punished. So it means we need God's grace. We need Yeshua that fulfill the law for us, that was made the sacrifice for us, eternal sacrifice. So the Torah practically shows us that we need Yeshua in order to fulfill God's commandments with His grace. And this is bring us to the second part about Yom Kippur. May God bless you and Shalom.